I'm Kevin Tyus, if y'all don't know me. I grew up outside of Petersburg, Virginia. My father was a county cop, just like rides around out here. He retired after 30 years. After high school, I went to East Carolina University. I got a bachelor's degree in education. After I got out of college, I went in the Air Force through the 90-day Wonder program. I became an officer. I flew a reconnaissance airplane. If anybody's familiar with RC-135s, that's what I flew on. They're a 707 size jet. And I spent 8 years doing that. When I got out of there, I had previously talked to a FBI agent in Petersburg, Virginia. My father introduced me to him, and that was prior to going to the military. I had the education, but I needed 3 years of work experience. So with the military, I had the 3 years. I applied and got accepted. I spent 24 years as an agent. The whole time was as an investigator. My first office was St. Louis. I was there for almost 4 years. Then I went to Detroit. I was there for 14, and I spent my last 7 years here in Lawton. We have a cattle ranch that's outside of kind of halfway between Ryan and Terrell. I'm there with my wife and 10-year-old daughter. I have 4 other kids, all of them adults. 3 of them live in Michigan and 1 lives in Kansas. Why am I running for sheriff? From the time we've lived here, there is a sore need for law enforcement in Jefferson County. It's been that way as long as I've been here, and I believe it is getting worse. The number 1 crime problem in Jefferson County is drugs. My opponent, Michael, he agreed with that in the newspaper article that he had. I believe we should be attacking the drug problem because all other crimes are fed by that. You're either stealing, breaking into houses, whatever it is you're doing, you're either doing it to purchase drugs or to sell or to support your habit. And it goes all the way down into our junior high schools. So I agree with Stephen, we need to do some education, but we also need to do a whole lot of interdiction. I have a program that is, my entire program is outlined in a plan. I went door to door in every community and a lot of the rural area in this county between April and we finished up a couple of weeks ago in Eureka. So a lot of you have my flyer. And my flyer has my background on it, and it also has my detailed plan for the Sheriff's Department. The plan starts, it's a tip. The very first thing is you have trained personnel. I outlined the things my officers are going to be trained in. That entire training program cost $0. I have people that I worked with at the FBI that are SWAT team people. One of those programs is something that I dropped off a package probably 2 years ago with Sheriff Bryant on active shooter, which the main thing is schools. Nothing was done with it. I had one superintendent that talked to me at one of these coffee clubs, a superintendent from the county, that said he had requested it and nothing was done with it. I can only go on what they tell me. I have folks who are going to come down. We're going to go work with the superintendents on every single school in this county. We're going to have the photographs of what the inside of that school looks like. We're going to have the blueprints for that school. And we're going to have a plan if something happens in that school where we have to respond to it, get those kids out of that building and try to isolate the problem. We're going to know the plan before we show up.
That's 5.
That's 5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. If you want to see the plan, go to my Facebook page, Kevin Tyus for Sheriff of Jefferson County. The whole thing's outlined.
I hate to interrupt you.